Today, we're recapping Trek Long Island Risa. But first, I'm going to ask you to join in on our conversation. Not only can you find us on socials at Hailing Freak Open, but also we have a new Discord server. Yes, we are joining the 21st century, I think. The link can be found in the episode description. So hop on, let us know what you think. And now, on with the show.
See if we can hail them.
Hail them. Hailing frequencies open, sir.
Hailing frequencies. Open.
I don't know why I keep giving alien street food a chance. It's always such a gamble.
Captain, we're being hailed.
On screen.
Hello, and welcome to another Hailing Frequencies Open podcast where we continue to trek through the past and future of Star Trek. As always, I'm your host, the Mike Jones, and I'm here along with my wonderful co-hosts. It is Monday after the con. Friends and founders, we've literally just now gotten back from Star Trek Long Island, or actually it's just Trek Long Island because they don't pay for the star. Yes, it's true. We just spent the last 3 days in Long Island. Bless us. Many of us have had rude re-entry into real life today, including long layovers on flights for some of us. But the con is still fresh in our minds. So we wanted to gather all of our friends and recap it. So let's hop to it. He was so sad that Lanita wasn't at the con to be his foil to his Yar that he drew Armis on his cheek. It's Damian.
You know, that's true. That's true. This is if you're new to us, we know that Lanita wrote that intro as I have written hers, and this is the first I've heard it. And I dispute what she says, but no, I was sad she was not there.
Yes.
She will always be Armis to my Tasha, and I drew that Armis right on my face. And actually, I'm going to be okay. So the reference, if you've seen Skin of Evil, you know that she's got a weird drawn-on paint splotch Tasha Yar on her deathbed.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people did not get it. I was shocked at how many people didn't get it. I kind of wanted to be like, have you watched Star Trek?
Maybe it's because you're not a woman.
Anyone?
I don't know. But I thought you looked like Tasha Yar.
Yes.
Well, in the unlikely event of a massive tragic cataclysm at the Hop Hog Hyatt Regency this weekend, the HFO podcast would not have been fully wiped out because she was our designated survivor. Yes, in the grand tradition of Scotty and Jean-Luc Picard himself, someone's got to stay with the ship. It's Lanita.
Damn Skippy. I'm not going down. I'm going to survive. Well, what is it? Keith Sutherland is the designated survivor. That is me. I'm ready to run the country or the podcast if need be. Hi, everybody. Hi, Mike Jones. Hi, Damian.
Hi. I would love to hear that.
I'm
version
gonna
of
say
the
I'm sad
podcast.
that you weren't there, but you know, like every situation that we encounter, we're gonna milk it for pod material as we tell you about our experiences.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, I was sad that I could not be there. How the ever. I was in a room of 6,000 screaming Knicks fans as we watched. So this is not going to be evergreen, but it's going to be currently relevant that the New York City Knickerbockers in 5 have won the NBA championship. And I broke my rule of no crying at work because my eyes betrayed me once they won. I got to spend that time with the plus one and my husband all in the same night. It was great.
It was interesting to be.
It's interesting the way that you said that, implying that you're plus one, you have a plus one and a husband, that they
I,
might be two
I,
separate people.
They are two separate people, which is, haha, you don't know this new information. Yes, the plus, I know. Super, look, your faces are great. No, the plus
Are
one.
you in a triad house, Lanita? Is this the announcement?
This is how this happened. So the plus one's BFF in residency has decided that I am his wife, and the plus one has agreed with that, and therefore, that is how they are referred to. The plus one, who has always been the plus one, will continue to be the plus one, and then I have a husband. It's wonderful, and people are so confused, and that's the way I like it.
That is so. The husband is the new one.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
super fun.
Hot off the presses.
Friends and founders, we just had a coming out.
Right. Well, okay. The Zoom screen is full of smiling faces
Full of
right now.
smiling
We
faces.
have so many friends joining us, and we're going to bring them out shortly. But we thought we'd take a quick moment to sort of take the spiritual temperature of the con. Lanita is going to direct Damian what tarot card to draw
I'm
from the
holding up
Trek
the tarot
deck,
card deck.
thanks to Deosil Designs.
Deosil Designs, our friend Alex Page, who is going to get probably Alex Page. We'll get into this later. Won the con. She was not at
Yes,
the con,
but
the
she
con.
won. Yep,
All right.
I saw
True.
that.
It's true.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
We're gonna go with the one that your left finger. I feel like that's your left hand. Yeah, yeah, that one that you're tapping.
Very
Literally that.
top.
Nope. Go
No,
over that
your
one.
tip of your finger.
The tip of
Yeah,
your finger, right there.
right there, right
Yep.
there.
Yep, that
Okay.
one.
This is
Good job,
thrilling for
everybody on
people
the
just
screen,
listening.
understanding. Well, everyone's like nodding, like yes. Ooh,
Okay, so
fucking
I'm holding
Quark.
the
I love
nine
it.
of tricorders. This is a beautiful illustration of Rom sitting alone at the bar at Quark's bar, and he is deep in thought.
He
The
looks
nine of
kind of
tricorders, Mike
sad.
Jones.
He does
Well,
look sad, but
I'm
he's
going to
probably just
reference
contemplating.
Alex's description here. I don't want to read all of this, but yeah, it's not as sad as you think. So this is what happens when we start to overthink things. Depressions, nightmares, mental breakdown. Rom fights his anxieties to gain the confidence and skills during his tenure on the station. So
Ooh,
that
So
is
is this
interesting.
let's not overthink the con?
yeah.
Right. I think so. I think
Just go with your
so.
gut. Go with your gut.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we are getting in our heads a little bit this weekend, and now we need to
You
move
know,
on.
need to let our ids take over the rest of the pod.
Right. All right. There's so many voices I want to hear right now. So we couldn't get D. Kelly to join us this weekend. Turns out he's unavailable these days. So instead, we got our favorite McCoy drag king and known pervert, Maxwell Warp. This evening, we've got his alter ego, our friend Audrey. Welcome, Audrey.
Hi, really glad to be here. And yeah, I am the known pervert.
You're not the no, you are
That's
a
me.
known pervert.
Sure.
You don't have to go door to door and like, hello, I'm the known pervert. I just need to make all my neighbors aware.
You're gonna end me up on a list.
All right. So we know these cons are always a social experiment, and what better social experiment than a dry, uncomfortable wisecrack from this guy? Well, now I'm uncomfortable. Help me welcome our friend Sonyl.
Well, thank you for that. Dry? I think that's dry no, that doesn't fit me. Sorry. I
Well,
need to take a sip of my wine.
this weekend you were fired from comedy, from the concept of comedy, if you remember.
Not
Um,
just the concept of comedy. I think there was something else I was fired from, or
that's what stuck in my mind.
yeah. Well, quick note that two of our other guests here who haven't been introduced yet were actually taken over by the presence of my partner and contributed in razzing me the whole weekend. So it was like he was there in spiritus sanctus.
Nice, nice.
I actually feel like I'm counting more than two people who are razzing you this weekend, but
Well,
guess
but
we'll
you
get
weren't you weren't inhabited by his
Okay.
soul. Like
Oh, I understand.
he was
I understand.
he was full on surrounded by candles, like astral projecting. So that's what happened to the two
Yeah.
of them.
His spectral image was haunting us. Um, all right, so this is the big one, you guys. Bonnie Gordon is here.
Mike, look at the script, not the screen.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's Leigh Ellen. I'm so sorry. They're basically the same. And she doesn't, and she's muted, so she can.
You guys are gonna get me more hate mail. I'm gonna
Hey, Mike, you
get
need to read
personal
the rest
hate
of the
mail
intro.
now. That's my whole intro. There's nothing about anything else.
No,
that
there's
happened
a
this
full
weekend.
intro that he's supposed to read.
That's
Friends,
so
if you're
funny
new to
because
us, part of
there's
the
a
stick is
space
that
there.
Mike
So I
always
thought
fucks up
that
the
was the
intro.
next person. I always mess up the intro. That's the tradition because I'm bad at this. Um, okay. I will read it. Okay, so Trek Long Island finally represented after much browbeating because sometimes it's just easier to say yes. Next year, they finally agreed to change the name to Trek Long Island, starring Leigh Ellen herself. Friends, here she is, Leigh Ellen herself.
I don't know if that's going to get me any less hate mail.
You asked for the whole thing.
You
This is
did.
what
You asked
get.
for that.
I didn't know what was written, however. So, you know.
Which is always fun.
Thank
Well,
you
you know, the
very
last
much.
mean intro that we wrote for you, I'm pretty sure inspired your costume. So
It
I
did,
mean,
it
I don't think
did.
we're gonna get any nicer.
That's true.
Wasn't
I'll
really
wait to talk
mean.
about that until later, I guess.
Also, I mean, I feel like we generally support the global domination of Leigh Ellen. I feel like it's okay, but I feel like the teaser on this one is that Leigh Ellen was all over this con.
I was. It was really fun. It was probably one of the most incredible weekends of my life. So yeah.
It was a great
Oh,
time.
it's awesome.
And we got to
That's
hear
not what
you
you
sing.
told me that one night.
No comment. Point of order, no.
And I'm the known pervert.
Oh my God. Okay. So we've been complaining about these recaps that there's not enough theater nerds and not enough purple. So not a new friend, but new friend of the pod, another actual theater professional here. Welcome, Greg.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us. Are you joining us from your beautiful home?
Yes, I am.
Lovely, lovely.
I'm sitting at my dining room table. I'll have to have
nice.
you all over for dinner at some point.
Yay.
Absolutely.
Don't
We've
threaten
heard
me
your
with a good
dinner
time.
parties are legendary.
Yeah, I started to throw a weekly dinner party in 2009 that lasted until the pandemic shut things down. So I've thrown over 500 at this table.
Wow.
That is amazing. Now I'm jealous. I need to be invited. I'm not going to fly JetBlue to get there though, or Southwest. I hate JetBlue too. Okay, so let's wrap it up. We've been trying to get this friend of the pod on for a while, but he does not, I repeat, does not want to take your cosplay commission. You know him from the socials as the tailor extraordinaire making it so. And I don't ever remember Bruce Maddox filling out that blue jumpsuit quite like he does. Welcome, friend of the pod, friend of us, Derick.
Hello, hello. Yes,
Hello.
you can have something made by me if you are my size and my size only.
And by have, you
Roll
mean
of the
have for a
dice,
couple hours.
I just randomly happen to be. So that is part of our "What Were You Wearing" segment. So we're going to get into that. But I think that your work at this for this con was heavily featured. Let's just say.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yes.
It's usually my get out of work phrase, but backfired when we're the same height.
But it's what I think that they say that the traditional belief about like a doppelganger is that they're a harbinger of death, but in this case, it was it really worked out in my back.
Absolutely. You just need to bring your own shoulder pads next time.
Yes, that's my bad.
It's an essential part.
Yeah, there was a moment where he
of the
looked at me
ensemble.
in the costume that he made and said, "Oh, I really should have made all the shoulder pads." It's like, okay.
It's okay. It's all right. You looked great.
Yes.
I think
So.
right.
Trek Long Island, for those who haven't been there, is an independent Star Trek convention.
Fan run
all?
convention.
But
No, this one's a fan, like specifically, I think they call it a fan run convention.
A
'Cause
fan
it's
run
the
convention.
smaller ones are called that. They're not run by a corporation like I don't want to name corporations.
Sure. Yeah, there are Star Trek conventions that are officially licensed by Paramount, and then there's ones that have been licensed before that aren't anymore, but still are large entertainment companies. And then there are some like Shore Leave and Trek Long Island. Dragon Con is a huge. It's not just Star Trek, but it's a big independent convention or family ran convention in Georgia. So this weekend was a lot of fun. We were in Long Island.
Long Island.
Long
On
Island.
Long Island.
On Long Island. Yeah, you're on an island. You're not in an island.
Yeah,
Um,
semantics.
And we
Hey, they're
had
important.
at this hotel there was us and 3 Long Island weddings.
Which thankfully disappeared the second night. But we got the full cultural experience on Friday night with the weddings.
What
Oh,
kind
yes.
of
That
weddings?
was
There was
Straight
a
people weddings.
yeah,
I mean, like, but I
Yes.
mean, like, was it like 400 people type of wedding? Was it small,
I don't
intimate
think I
wedding?
think
Was
that
it,
the people
did you,
were I
did
don't
you
think the weddings were actually happening at this hotel. I think that the people were staying
Yeah.
there because
understood? So it
because
was
the
a hotel
con
they
was
were
in
staying.
all of the spaces.
Gotcha.
There were gift bags like behind the front desk for
Oh,
people
okay.
who
So
arrived.
it was the hotel of the wedding um, guest to then
Yeah.
travel to wherever. Oh, cool.
Or like one of
to
them,
put it
because
and
the only thing around this hotel is other hotels. It's like a block of like
Hotels.
hotels and convention centers.
Okay.
And a
some of the
casino.
gift bags were liquor bottles, and I wanted to 5-finger discount a bottle, but I did not. I was behaved.
It's not like we didn't already have enough alcohol in our room, Sonyl.
Correct.
Well, until you arrived.
True.
But we definitely had on Friday night at the hotel bar, there was a large group of the heterosexual men, as Lanita might say, of a certain ilk,
Ugh.
who one of whom decided that he was specifically threatened by me, and we had a little heckling scene. It's like, Captain Kirk, yo, Captain Kirk, I know you can hear me.
This is why I can't be at these places, because I will be arrested. Because the minute that someone tries to fuck with you, it's on and it's over. Like, no, this is why I'm kept away.
And that's essentially what Tracy Coco said the next day at the panel when
She
Damian
did.
just said the story.
So I made some like brief reference to that, and then the room suddenly went. So I was on the queer, Leigh Ellen and I were both on the Queer Voices panel first thing Saturday morning, and we were talking. I don't remember how it came up, but I made a reference to behavior at the hotel last night, and then everyone just like clung to it, like what happened at the hotel last night. So I had to tell the story. This guy wanted a picture, and he didn't want it in a nice way. He didn't want it in a way like he liked me. It was like, he was gonna use this to be like, look at this fucking nerdy fag that I saw.
Correct.
That's how it felt. And when I said, no, thank you.
That was the problem, because who are you to say
He had
no,
a
thank
problem
you?
with that. And then he went back and forth between being threatening and then convincing me that he was actually a nice guy and that I should do the picture for him because he was a nice guy.
Well,
and then
everyone don't worry that. Just so that we're clear, we all have our own separate bank accounts that we will pool together for bail for Lanita.
Thank you. Listen, don't. There's so many places that bail money can come from, because I will go absolutely ham. Ugh. Long Island. That's okay. Damazon, I'm glad that you stood your ground and you told that dude to fuck right off.
Yeah.
Yes, I did it in the least confrontational way that I could, but I was not. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we're starting on a bad note. Like,
no, we're
overall,
not. This is a fun
great.
weekend. This is not the story of the weekend.
Right.
It looked like it was a fabulous weekend. So what did everybody wear?
Yeah. All right. We're gonna start with Derick on this one.
I had two outfits. First, I wore a Star Trek Discovery jacket that I recently won at the prop store auction. A
screen used
production original.
Ooh.
And then my custom made TNG season 1 jumpsuit in Science's blue.
Oh, so that's your section. What is the word I'm thinking of? Division. Thank you, department. Thank you.
Color,
I tried trend towards Sciences.
I trend towards Sciences.
But I feel like you should also tell us about the uniform that you showed me that you did not wear.
Which one was that?
What was that?
David Ajala.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Well, I accidentally won two at the auction.
How do you accidentally win? I feel like
I bid my maximum on the one that I really wanted, and then I bid half on like a backup, and then I won both of them accidentally.
So what was the
But
half one?
the half one didn't come with the boots or the undershirt. But I did win Book's uniform.
Like he actually wore it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's so handsome.
Yeah. His pants
Yeah.
fit, his jacket didn't fit.
Yeah, because he's like ripped.
Wow.
Leigh Ellen.
What? I mean, he's like
I couldn't zip it. He's daintier than me in the shoulders. He's 6 foot. I'm 6'2", so it's adds up. But I did squeeze my feet into his boots. Surprisingly, no socks allowed. That's the only way I could get him in. But
Oh, wait, so it's the whole shebang.
it's the
Wow.
whole thing, top to bottom. And then the backup that I won was like an oversized jacket that fits me actually, and like some, I don't know, 4 foot tall person pants because they were clearly not original to the jacket. They couldn't get them past my feet.
See, that's when you write back and say, there's been a mistake. These pants don't go. Send me the real pants. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna seam rip them and use them as a pattern anyway.
Well,
You know what? There you go.
and I think the perverts among us can probably guess my first question when Derick told me that he had this item. My first question was definitely, did you sniff all the parts?
I
You're
literally
not
was
the
going to say,
only
how
one.
did they? I was like, how did they smell?
You're
Like,
not the only one. She thought the
also-
same thing.
I
There-
immediately, I was like, hello, did they clean them? Did they, vodka spray them? Or do
At
they have
least,
like
at least
just a
5
little
people
scent?
asked if
And
I
is
had
it a
smelled it
feature
yet.
or a bug?
Unfortunately, it only smelled like dry cleaning.
Boo.
Naturally, which isn't, you could get high off maybe, but I don't know that that's a good smell otherwise. I think we're going to bounce it to Greg because Greg had a number of looks. You can tell us about any of them that you wish, but I'm going to say your Risa look was especially memorable if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I my favorite color is purple, so I'm always wearing at least a little bit of purple. But when I wasn't wearing purple, I was wearing my silver caftan, which that was the same night that Leigh Ellen was in her caftan to give that away. But yeah, we made quite the pair. Actually, the weirdest thing happened. Like I met the vice president of the Northeast chapter of the Aloha Caftan Society
At this con?
at this con.
yes, yeah.
She was attending the con, and she was also in a caftan. So like the three of us were hanging out together wearing our caftans.
And
Can I ask like a dumb follow-up question is what is the Aloha Caftan Society?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out.
And find out how to join. That's how,
Because
that's
she invited me to come. She's like, check out our Facebook group and come to our meetups. And I'm like, okay.
they're very comfortable meetups.
And I'm gonna drag Leigh Ellen with me.
Yeah, and I'll wear a caftan again. Spoiler alert.
Had we had some like forethought here, we should have planned this and had us all in some sort of caftan for this because it was a Risa themed convention, but we didn't get there.
I did. I'm in a
Yes.
caftan.
I
right
know Leigh Ellen
now.
is in a caftan. I feel like we're going to bounce it to Sonyl because Sonyl has a signature look that we want to hear about.
I do.
Yes, it's your jacket.
Your fucking jackets,
Oh.
man.
I was gonna make a joke about just wearing Leigh Ellen's prop from her number.
No.
No,
We'll
don't
talk
make that
about
joke.
that
Don't make
later.
that joke.
No, the other prop.
I think I know what prop. I think we all know what prop you're talking about. Are you discussing the cock ring, Sonyl? The cock ring?
That
The
weighs
cock
more than me.
ring?
Yes. Yes, that's the one. Of course, I was only sporting that all weekend. No, so I have two lovely jackets from a lovely company who creates very, very high quality material items, but due to some unfortunate events, they have actually shut their doors. So no more items from this company for multiple fandoms. But I was Command Red. I was wearing the Riker for a while, and then I had Science Blue. Um, so I was probably the most boring of everyone. No caftans, no hand stitch, no sniffable original uniforms. So
I think it was
No,
a
no
handsome
scratch and
jacket.
sniff.
And he got that jacket. Do you remember last year when I did the
yeah.
recap and I won that gift card from Volanti Design? I gave it to Sonyl and then he bought the Riker jacket with it because I wasn't about to be able to afford one of their jackets this year.
Even with the discount.
Even with the discount.
Yeah.
But these are jackets that are like wearable in the real world as as it's not necessarily cosplay. It's like suggestive.
They look like motorcycle jackets. They look good.
Yeah. That's actually really that you know what? That's actually a really good analogy. They're not like the leather kind, but like the cut and feel
Is a
looks very
motocross.
similar to that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
Some
you
said they
also
went
wear
under.
them fully open, which contributes more to that. Like, I feel like if you zip them up, it would
Mm.
maybe look more like the uniform, but with them
Mm.
fully open, they just basically look like motocross. Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you just saying that I'm fully open for business, Audrey?
Yes.
That's
Audrey,
not
what
for
did
me to
you wear?
decide.
Audrey, don't play
That's
into
Audrey's
that.
turn.
Look, Audrey, what were you wearing? Don't fall into Sunil's
Mhm.
traps.
Listen, Chaboy, when it comes to Star Trek, is a one-trick pony. So I was flavors of McCoy throughout the weekend.
We would be disappointed otherwise.
What?
We would be disappointed otherwise.
I know. Listen, I have my brand is not a good brand, but it is a strong one. So hey, I was. We'll talk about this a bit more. I was in cosplay cabaret with Leigh Ellen on Friday night, where I did. So I was wearing the TOS bones. Our mutual friend Bella made the uniform top for me. It's such a basic uniform that I have to be like, I'm going to commit as much as I can to make sure as much of this is screen accurate. So I also have like the heavy wool trousers with like the flared like hem at the end that goes over the boots. That everyone in the TOS cast thought was a little fruity. But like James Dune was like on record saying it's a little fruity.
Wow.
But so that was on Friday, and then Saturday I have Undiscovered Country. I mean, most of the late movies, it's the same like red jacket, turtleneck uniform, but I specifically got this to do drag numbers from Undiscovered Country. So that's what I was on Saturday. And then I had like a Pride Starfleet emblem shirt for Sunday.
Nice.
I feel like at some point you need to do bones in like full Rurapenthe. Like like paint on the scruff and the cloak and the like
do a 2-for-1 with all our yesterdays.
Like a winter convention, though, not a summer convention.
Yeah.
Do you want them passing out?
Right.
All right, Mike Jones had some cosplay.
I did. I had I had my Star Trek Generations Captain Kirk vest that my husband altered for me because it came from China and was way too small. But it was great. And then I wore my Lower Decks red tunic that I've done at other conventions. And then I had this great Hawaiian shirt that my mother-in-law got me for my birthday randomly. And it has Spock on it, and it says "Live long and party on." And I was like, "This is perfect for Risa." So I wore that one night. It was nice, fun.
That's much more PG than a shirt that I've seen that says "Rock out with your Spock out."
I like to say that to people.
I like that better.
Mike's shirt just fit the party vibe of
It did.
Risa.
It really did.
It was perfect.
Leigh Ellen, aside from the caftan, what were you rocking?
I was rocking Vedic Win with a Sydney Opera House on my head.
Yeah. Okay. So I feel like this bears a rewind and tell the story of where it came from. Go.
So one of the last times that I was on this podcast, my very wonderful intro was that I am just like Kai Wynn. And I got very upset And I said, no, 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 no. And then you guys did an apology intro to me where you said, I have never, the differences between me and Kai Wen, my favorite two were that Kai Wen has probably not smoked the pots and I smoked the pots. And the other being that I've never worn the Sydney Opera House on my head. And so I decided to make that happen. So I reached out
You're welcome.
to, thank you. It was, I reached out to our buddy Alex from Deosil Designs, who was on the pod a couple times with me as well. And I was like,
we actually invited her this evening to talk about this project, but she's in book club. So Alex, we miss you, but you knew we were going to talk about you.
Absolutely. I told her. Oh, I told her. And I was like, hey, buddy, do you think that you could? So me and her and Sonyl had a little group chat called Sydney Opera House on WhatsApp, and we planned it. And she literally like had the headpiece back and made this thing in less than a week. And it is fabulous. It is it's fabulous perfect. Hat. And then my other friend, Holly, who my podcast is not out yet, but my co-host on Go Flocks Yourself, once that comes out, they made the ornamentation in the front with all of the like gold rings and the sash and everything. And Holly and Alex, I'm pretty sure Alex, I wanted to ask her about this, but whether or not she like coordinated the fabric because they perfectly went with each other. And Holly is in
I thought it was the same fabric.
No, Holly lives in Oklahoma and Alex lives in Michigan, and they have never met each other. And just I sent a photo to one of them at one point in time of the fabric, and like that was it. Wow. They both independently bought that fabric.
Also, point of order, they wanted to say that. Oh, sorry, Mike Jones, go ahead.
It's fine. I know when you start talking, you don't stop.
Oh,
no, I just made the comment in a post-Joanne world that's very difficult to get the same fabric on the other side of the country.
Right?
Anyway.
Seriously. We made that joke a lot.
I love you.
I just wanted to make a point of order that Leigh Ellen was insistent on saying that even with wearing the Sydney Opera House hat, it was Kai Wen, and
I wasn't.
At first, you were insistent that it was Kai Wen, and I said, you can't just promote yourself to Kai and wear the trappings of the Vedic unless you're like Kai Opaka. So, but she didn't wear Sydney Opera House. She was closer to Guinan. So,
well, my line the whole weekend was because people were calling me Kai Wen, and I was like, no, I'm Vedic Wen because the Vedics have better hats. So. They do.
That's good.
This is true.
But
tell us about your Risa look.
My Risa look was Greg's a caftan that I borrowed from Greg. I sang in Lucy Blue Sky's Slut Trek show. I was in two different shows, so I performed as Kai Wen, and I also performed in my Risa look. It was a gold and rainbow glitter caftan, and I wore some color, like solid colored block wedges. And my rainbow sunglasses, and I had my hair all beachy and curly, and it was great. And I sang my Risa song I'm sorry?
You're missing the most important part of the outfit, which was the MTV shorts peeking through the slits of the caftan.
I do.
I feel like we need to make sure that is remarked on.
I have some shorts that ended up in my wash and fold one time. I live in Queens, and they're like these bright, like 1980s MTV shorts. And I've lost so many things to wash and fold that I was like, I kind of deserve these shorts. So I kept them, and I just don't wear them in my neighborhood. But
because someone is going to say, those are mine.
Yeah, and they're going to take them from me.
Yes, and you're going to be walking down the street without shorts on.
Yeah, but I wore those underneath my caftan, but I didn't really roll them up very high, so they did peek out the sides of the caftan quite a bit.
It really completed the look. I'm being serious right now.
Yeah. It was great. It was very fun. It was fun to be heavy and glittery and sparkly. Awesome. And now I'm wearing another caftan. This one's mine, though. It's very cheap. Greg's was not a cheap caftan. It was a very nice.
It looked heavy.
Well constructed.
And it was and actually rainbow sort of cheapifies it the way that it was not cheap. It was elegant.
It was a gradient. It was a gradient of colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a
It
very
was
heavy
red
caption.
and orange
Yes.
and purple and
All
green and
sequins.
Really, we're going with the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Okay.
All right, Lanita, now it's your turn to ask me what I wore.
Mike Jones, what's our next question?
Oh, I gotta say, I'm still on Lanita's side, man. I don't know.
Damazon, what did you wear aside from being Tasha Yar?
Well, the first night I wore a Riker, a late TNG era Riker with my 3 pips. Actually, no, I was generation. This was a point of order. Talk about point of order. Because Sonyl was not the only gatekeeper at this con that took issue with my communicator badge in this costume.
Ooh.
Because I was Riker in a generations badge, which everyone is like, sir, you have the wrong badge. And I'm like, let me pull up all the photo documentation of people in this uniform wearing this badge. I actually was maybe took it more seriously than I should have.
because question, which is more? Multiple seasons of one badge or 2 hours of the other badge? Which
They're both accurate.
Which is more?
They're both accurate.
which gives more?
Sometimes you want to be very specific and niche in your cosplay.
Yeah.
It was also the badge that was available, but that badge did not work with the TNG season 1, so I actually had to buy the TNG era badge the next day. But yes, like I said earlier, the costume that was graciously loaned to me by Derick fit me, I think, kind of perfectly. I don't know if there would have been any.
Is that the one you took next to each other, the picture that I saw?
Yes.
It did fit you very well. I was about to ask you, when the fuck did you get that? Because I've never seen that before.
It looked good.
It was a full-on loaner. It was a full-on loaner.
It looked really good.
I think the only maybe tweak that would have, if it was like mine permanently, is can I say this? He's not stopping me, so I'm just gonna keep talking. Is that he got a bigger booty than me. And so I would have maybe like taken it in the lower back a little bit. But other than that,
No, it was fine.
And
bigger booty than Damazon.
Then for the end of the day, I painted on the red face splotch that Tasha had on her deathbed.
Okay.
There were moments seeing the two of them standing at like the food truck that it looked like a backstage photo from season 1 of like extras on break. It was very like accurate.
Yeah, no, awesome. Derick, I gotta say, like, even when I was not like with you, the most like often comment that I got on that look was screen accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Nice.
For sure.
And actually, so we ran into after one of the panels, we got into talking a lovely conversation with Tamia from the Sci-Fi Sisters, who told you that you should start a business. And what did you have to say to that? Because I thought that was you gave an interesting and very true reply.
I'm just not that entrepreneurial. I mean, I have turned a lot of my hobbies that once were fun into career paths.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm trying to save my maker space as a hobby that I can continue to enjoy and keep the money out of it. It's just kind of stresses me out.
I got to ask you, how long did it take? You made the blue one before you made the gold one. How long did you make the gold one faster, having done it before, or like how long did the process take?
Well, the two that we wore were at my 4th and 5th that I made. I made 3 trials before that.
Wow.
Wow.
Without a cheaper fabric, because the fabric that I got was custom made. Some guy in Asia recreated the weave and custom dyed it. So I had to order it from there, and it was like $50 a yard and took forever to get through customs to me. So I used the cheap stuff first. So I had a lot of practice before we made these two.
Well,
are costumes 1, 2, and 3 like still together, or have you sold those? Or
I gave them to 2 friends to wear when at Las Vegas last year. So they they got the ones without hems and unfinished zippers.
Oh, that's
Excellent.
easy to put in. That's awesome.
Yeah.
My real issue was that I felt like I was having my Jerry Ryan moment because there was a moment where I had to pee and I went into the bathroom and I had to go into a stall because I couldn't unhook the neck piece, and then I was like, I think I can do it without, and then I couldn't find the zipper. And I fussed for quite some time, and then I gave up. And luckily, Mike Jones was standing outside. And I was like, Mike, uniform. I have to pee. Can you help me unzip it, please? And he got the unzipper started, and I went.
It's a fully disrobe situation if you have to go to the bathroom.
Yes, and it's also like the bottom of the zipper doesn't go as low as you need it to go. So I was kind of like.
You'd think you could just kind of like, out the top. No, it's got to fully come off.
No, I had to like lower my shoulders to like.
I have a question. I have a question. So you said you only went into the stall because the zipper wasn't working, but then Mike helped you. So did you fully disrobe at the urinals after Mike helped you?
No. I knew this was a stall situation. I knew this was not like a urinal pee.
It's like when you wear a jumpsuit, Leigh Ellen, you know that you're like, if you have a friend and you need start it for me, please. And then you go in and you're literally I'm naked in the bathroom.
I just had to clarify the phrasing because it did make it sound like you went full nudity in the middle.
No, and Mike did not come in with me. I actually went back outside, found Mike. Yeah, the help that I needed. Yes.
Thank you for the clarification.
That's so good that you're not so old that you peed on yourself. You're able to hold it in. You have a bladder the size of a walnut. I'm very proud of you, Damian.
Well, I'm not certain that I didn't pee on myself because I did return the costume to Derick before I had the opportunity to like check and make sure that I didn't do anything embarrassing in it.
Send him the cleaning bill.
Down there, you can't see.
I was about to say, does that one smell like dry cleaning?
Listen, you got send him the bill. Okay.
It is fully up to Derick whether he wants to protect my dignity or not. I don't know.
Never protect his dignity.
There's only one way to avoid a visible panty line in that costume as well.
Can we talk about this? Am I allowed to talk about this?
What jock strap?
No,
that would show
hamster belt.
That would show.
It's a thong. It was a thong, and so it was
also a dance belt.
Yes, it was a loner. Thank you.
The thong was a loner?
Please tell me you washed that before you returned it.
Lanita.
Where? It's a hotel.
There is literally no cleaner space in that entire hotel than a gay man's butt crack.
That's probably true.
It depends on the gay man. So, I listen.
With that hotel.
Here's the thing. There's a sink. There is shampoo. This is the problem. Men don't understand. Women, when you are in a hotel, you're like, oh, I didn't pack enough. I didn't do the 2 per day situation. Take a little soap, wash it out in the sink, hang it in the shower, dry. New panties. Bra gets too sweaty, wash it out. Y'all are like, just put it back on. Gross.
I feel like we're gonna take a whole other episode about butt hygiene. I think we're gonna put a pin in this. We're gonna find a way to make it about Star Trek.
Amazing.
And you and I can have this debate once and for all.
Butt hygiene and moisturizers.
And moisturizers, yes. And we'll invite Jody just because we know she'll be entertained by everything we do. Jody, we love you. We miss you.
Okay, so
all right, get us back on track, Mike Jones.
Mike Jones isn't, but I'm asking questions.
Lanita,
because I wasn't there. Because here's the thing, is that I lived vicariously through all of your posts and pictures and all of the things. And it looked like it was super fun. Of the con, I know that there are breakout sessions and special events. But those are 2 separate things. So of like the panels, which was the most interesting panel that you either attended or were a panelist on? Yes, Leigh Ellen, who's raising her hand so sweetly.
I'm not going to say the panel that Damian and I were on, even though I really did like that one. But my favorite panel was actually on yesterday morning, with Dr. Brenda Dorsch. It was Audrey, Greg, Sonyl, me, and 3 other women besides Brenda and her wife. And so it was very, very intimate. And we just got into a really intimate conversation about, like the different types of language that have been that we're being told that we can't use nowadays when trying to like work with children, like words like diversity, words like justice, words like equity, and just talking about like how Star Trek relates to some of that, how the Star Trek stories, like how things have affected us personally, like where we've been touched in our lives with things like that. So I just wanted to shout out Dr. Brenda Dorsch. She works with the Be Kind campaign with Chase Masterson. And so yeah, I think that was my favorite panel. And then also, I'm sorry, just because I said Chase's name, I did post a photo of myself. Actually, Damian took the photo, but it's me as Vedic Wynn with a martini and
And a little
and
fan.
Chase
And
texted
a
me
fan.
and said,
She had a fan blowing on her the entire time.
I
in
did
that
have
very
a
hot
fan.
costume.
I had a personal fan that was blowing on me the whole convention because I was so fucking hot in the hat. And I'm just a hot person naturally. Like I'm always warm. But Chase texted me and said, "Here's to the Vedics who lunch."
That's perfect. Well, see, now there's your next song. There it is right there.
Oh my God.
There is the next song.
And I can use the outfit again. Oh, it's
Correct.
perfect. Why did I not even just think of that on my own? I was just so
because
excited.
you need
that
somebody
you
else to
text
like
that
see it from the
Oh, yeah.
outside. That's perfect.
Audrey, can we talk? Well, we'll come back to this. The collaboration between Leigh Ellen and Audrey.
Yeah, let's just keep going with the flow. Is that all right, Lanita?
Yeah, go with the flow.
that's
Talk
fine.
about your collaboration.
I'm never
please.
like, let's go to the next person. No, say the things.
Let's go with the flow. So, I sang in 2 different events. I sang a song that I wrote quite a while ago for Christmas shows, Cisco Baby at the Cosplay Cabaret. But at Slut Trek, I performed a brand new song called Only on Ryza. And Audrey / Maxwell Warp actually wrote the song. I helped about 10%. Like I came with ideas and I came with like things that I wanted to make sure got in the song. But all the lyrics are Audrey. And it was fabulous. It was such a great song. It was such a great performance. And I was so nervous that I was going to forget the
Leigh
words.
Ellen was so nervous about it the entire time.
So
She was
nervous.
practicing. We were in a room together, and she was like practicing all the way up to it. And I told her, I was like, I'm going to be like a dance mom in the front row, like mouthing the words along. I'm like,
and I said, I'm going to not look at you.
yeah, which I knew wasn't going to happen. But there was all this practice, and like. I think it was only the last one you actually did before you had to go down that you were happy with.
Yeah.
And then she crushed it. And it was great. She crushed it.
Where's the film of this?
That one, I'm still trying to get all the versions because there was a woman who was sitting in front of Austin that has a better version. And so I'm trying to track down who that email went to because I think that's the one I'm going to want to post. But I did watch the one that I have today. And I remember the feeling in the song when I finished the last line of lyrics and I just get to that Only on Ryza over and over at the end. And you see it in my face and I could like see it in my body that I was like, I crushed it. I nailed it. I did it. It felt so good.
That is
Audrey, how long did it take
awesome.
you to write that whole song?
Literally an hour.
An hour.
This
Wow.
bitch is a genius. It was wild.
An hour and like a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
There you go. That must be the key. A bottle of wine.
That one was my I loved Cisco Baby and I loved singing in the Kai. Oh, excuse me, Sonyl, in the Vedic outfit. But that one was really I felt really fucking proud of that one. That performance was really good.
I will say this is the 3rd song that Leigh Ellen and I have collaborated on together now.
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons it went as quickly for me this time as it did was because Leigh Ellen approached me. It was like, I need to do a song about Ryza. And I had no context for this. I didn't know she was in Slut Trek at the time. And I was like, yeah, sure. Let's do it, and she was like, I was thinking of doing, I think it was Umbrella you were thinking of doing because of the one episode. And I was like, let's do a Vegas parody instead. So it's a Viva Las Vegas parody. Being able to say I think this is direction to go was made it much quicker. It's also a fast song.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. So we had you performing twice and also going to a very intimate get together about words we cannot use any longer. Okay. Sunil, because you've been quiet and I know you're chomping at the bit. What was your favorite thing slash event slash thing that you did, went to, experienced,
Okay,
saw?
that's a loaded question. But actually, in all honesty, I
That's
just
not a
have to.
person that you had the hots
Ah,
for.
damn it. Okay. Well, I'll have to piggyback off of Leigh Ellen and just like the two things were the panel with Brenda because it was wonderful to reconnect there and just really where she wanted to go was the idea of what character arcs in Star Trek and in pop culture really resonated with the idea of personal growth and identity development. So
Mm.
being able to like discuss this in such an open and yet intimate context was just wonderful. And of course, Leigh Ellen and the Opera House. I would just like to ask a question. Does anyone
Mm.
still wear an opera house? I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that.
I feel like this next parody song is happening with the same costume.
And one for
Yeah.
Mahler.
And apparently, Sunil's writing it this time.
Yeah, it'll be great. The collaboration that we need. Okay.
Ah.
All right. What else? What else? Tell me what else was happening? What other sessions did you go to that, like Jones, Damazon? Just jump in. I want to know. I wasn't there. I have
There was a
FOMO.
great the diversity panel sort of they had every sort of specific kind of diversity covered, right? So there was queer voices was the first one that I was at. But the one that I found really interesting, we went to sort of the like racial diversity panel, which had a number of people on it. Matt Jennings was on it. Kareem Diane, Jay Den from Academy, Chris Myers, who is Ensign. The Ensign gets his eyes blown out in Strange New Worlds. What's his name?
Chris Myers.
Chris Myers. He's the
No, but the ensign's name.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
he didn't have eyes. It's fine. We're okay.
we're gonna get it as soon as we move off the topic. But he was great. But he had some really a lot of it was about representation. And I don't know if there's anybody else who's there that might take this on better than me, but he talked about how representation in a lot of ways is kind of like the wrong question because a lot of with sort of like pre-civil rights era, there was like this very much thriving tradition of Black theater and that in music and all these things that has fallen by the wayside in sort of trying to be represented in more mainstream media, if that makes more sense. Or so it was. He actually came at it. Everybody was talking about why representation matters, and he's like, sure, it matters, but it may be the wrong question. I don't know if I'm doing this paraphrase any justice, but so he had some. So there was some really interesting perspectives. Yvette from the Sci-Fi Sisters, her daughter, Ayana May, was on that panel and was so lovely and charismatic. She also sort of weirdly ran the back of the room. The Sci-Fi Sisters had a it was not so much a panel as like a mixer, like a meet and greet kind of, and very
they should have got a bigger
freeform.
room. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, they just like took on a room for like a little bit over an hour and it was packed.
Wow.
And Anna May was in the back, Yvette's daughter, sort of like wrangling people in and finding them seats. And it was like it was very welcoming and it was very it was and there was one guy who announced that I don't watch Deep Space Nine and then lost the room. The room went into like uproar. It was like really.
Come on,
Poor
y'all.
guy.
Let people have their things. Let them decide. Now, did he say
Right.
why he didn't watch it, or did we not get that far because everybody wanted to string him up?
I think
Does
he said
anybody
he
else
just
remember?
hadn't gotten to it yet.
Yeah, I think he just hadn't gotten to it yet. Yeah,
Okay.
But he
it's
did
not
say
that
he
he
didn't
didn't
like
want to
Data,
watch
and
it.
that also kind of lit the crowd on fire.
Oh, he didn't like Data either?
He didn't like Data.
Yeah.
Why was he there?
Well,
I-
he was
Empathy
he
over.
was an
I
interesting
love that
guy.
Lanita went from
Um,
let him have his thing to why was he there?
Why?
No, I was just asking. Okay, because listen, everybody can have their thing, but it's like, okay, what in Star Trek, like, where is your niche? Like, are you just a TOS person? Like, is that it? Or are you just a next gen person? Like, I think that there are people who maybe like just one series and say, yay for Star Trek, but this is my series and this is the only thing I'm going to watch. You know what I mean? So that's why I asked the question.
I think the Sci-Fi Sisters meetup was my favorite thing of the week or the weekend. Um, they they kind of went around the room and asked everybody how they came to Star Trek, which was really interesting to hear because I know, at least for me, until the end of college, I didn't know anyone else who liked Star Trek, and it was kind of nice to see that other people had similar experiences like that. And I think just seeing everybody in that room and how many people were being crammed into it, trying to all experience this, it was really nice to see that sort of um, community around all of and how Star Trek brings all those people together, which I hadn't really. I'd been to the Vegas convention, and that was my very first one last year. But this smaller, like intimate setting really was kind of. It was nice to see the community that is built around it in these.
You made a terrific point about the 3 buckets of questions that you saw in Vegas, which we definitely saw in the Sci-Fi Sisters room.
Oh yeah.
What are the 3 buckets of questions?
It's this. I noticed this in Las Vegas. There are there are 3 types of questions that people come up to the microphone to ask. One is trauma dumping, where they tell you their entire life story. One are like thoughtful questions that you wouldn't expect someone to ask, and the other one is in episode 45 at the 43-second mark. Your eyebrow twitched a little bit. Was that intentional, or was that a direction from the director?
I almost spit out my water. I should not have taken a sip because that is true. And the third question is wild because
That's
what
it.
are you
Those
talking
the
about?
3 types of questions, no others.
That's brilliant.
Oh my god.
That's brilliant.
We definitely also, I think for me, the in terms of celebrities, the headliner was Nana Visitor, and she had a great interview with Adina from the Big Sci-Fi Pod. And she was really impressive to me because she definitely remembers all of the things and like spoke very thoughtfully about Kira's long-term character arc, and was so when those thoughtful questions came to her, she gave like really, a lot of the actors don't seem that they, they're like, this was 30 years ago, I don't remember, but Nana was able, like, she knew the gig and she knew she was well able to
and did you all go to that panel?
That was during the Brenda panel, I think.
was.
It was at the same time.
Oh,
it was. Yeah. There was a lot of embarrassment of riches. Too many panels happening at the same time that I wanted to go to. Yeah. The celebrity panel that I liked the most really was Kareem DNA's panel with Matt Jennings interviewed him, and because he's one of the younger members. I feel like he doesn't. Sometimes these the actors from the 80s and the 90s, you get the same stories over and over. It's like they go into their shtick of like, this is the story I tell at conventions, and he doesn't have that yet. So it felt very raw and very like like when he found out he got the part, he was like on a megabus in between like DC and New York. You know what I mean? Like it was like little anecdotes like that, and he just seemed so like personable, and I really enjoyed that panel.
Well, and he also talked about people, someone tried to get him to like essentially act like the cancellation was a tragedy to him, and he's like, I'm sad about it, but he's like, I got to be in 20 episodes of Star Trek as a real character. He's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, I am lucky. Like, he was, the positivity that he had, and the like, he just had the vibe of someone who's like really determined to be positive. Audrey, I saw you were about to talk. I'm sorry, I talked.
No worries about it. I was going to say other things, and that was on topic, so it was good for you to cut in there. I had two things that I really wanted to highlight as very cool experiences for me. One is I owe Leigh Ellen a lot for this. I was a pinch hitter, a last minute entry for the cosplay cabaret, which was one of the most fun performances I've ever done. And it would not have happened without Leigh Ellen. Suggesting to Lawrence Neals, who runs it with Kat Smith, and also like big shout out to both Lawrence and Kat, who did an incredible job over the course of the entire.
It's worth taking a moment to talk about who they are and like in a larger sense what they do. Yeah,
Lawrence Neals, also known as Geek Life Rules, is a theater professional, and also
professional entertainer.
And he and Kat Smith, his partner, in the business partner in terms of cosplay cabaret, realized 9 years ago, he said, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 9 years ago that they were seeing a lot of the same people from the theater world in convention settings, and that there was a lot of overlap between these two worlds. So they created cosplay cabaret to sort of celebrate nerdy fans who also sing and do parody and other performances. So they did a ton across the weekend, especially Kat, who was like featured at the Luau on Saturday night. But anyway, Leigh Ellen suggested me for an empty spot that happened very late within that, and cosplay cabaret was such a huge blast. I had such a good time there, so that was a ton of fun. And then celebrity wise, my favorite moment was meeting Jeffrey Combs. So Jeffrey Combs was also there, and I love him for his Trek stuff. But I think I mentioned when I came on the show before that I have two podcasts, and one of them is about Transformers. So he actually voices one of the main characters in the 2010 animated show Transformers Prime. He voices the medic Ratchet. And we've just finished watching season 2 of Prime on my podcast. So I thought I was going to be really special and unique when I went up to him, and I was like, I love your Trek work, but I'm actually a Transformers fan first. And like, I was going to go on, but as soon as that word was out of my mouth, he was like, oh, you're like the third one in a row. I
was like, wow. He's like, people know me. Like, people know me, okay? They know my work.
Yeah.
And what is the name of your podcast?
Prime Cuts.
Prime Cuts. Find it wherever you listen to podcasts.
But
also just like re-emphasizing the point that we're in a very flooded market here.
Yeah.
And many different things to talk about.
He did say one of the characters' famous lines, and I got a great photo with him. So, but I love Jeffrey Combs. It was great to meet him.
Great.
That's awesome.
Can I say one thing that Maxwell really committed to their performance? It was all the physicality, all the emotes. It was great.
There was a especially lewd gesture that was both lewd and Star Trek all at once, and
it's a pussy eating tall.
I was gonna say I figured that's what it was. Okay.
Yes, but with the
I figured that as much.
Shall I over-explain it a little bit more?
You should. You should explain it more. Greg,
actually,
wait, Sonyl. Greg, I love that.
God, Sonyl, let Greg talk.
My God, Greg's been trying to talk for half an hour,
and just
mansplain.
Nobody wants your mansplaining. Greg, what was your favorite sesh that you went to?
So I didn't really go for the sessions because
you went for the parties. Okay.
I often don't like the sessions that much. And there was actually one session that I was in there for 5 minutes and I was like, I can't sit here for this.
Fair enough.
And sometimes it's because people are up there and they're talking about things and it's like, oh, I could be up there and probably do a better job. Maybe that's me being full of myself, but
it's okay.
I know a lot of things. So, but also like I'm going there to hang out with my friends, and if we're going to a session where we're just like sitting and listening to people answer questions or like that's not hanging out with my friends. So
Hmm.
like yeah, for me the convention is not about the sessions. Although I think the biggest like the highlight moment for me was when I went with Leigh Ellen to Nana's table and she looked up and saw the Vedic Win outfit. And she just like beamed, jumped out of her seat, grabbed us to go into the hall so that we could take photos in a place where it didn't look like there were a bunch of people around. And
That's
like,
awesome.
yeah, and it was just such a great moment.
It was
Um,
so special. It was really cool.
yeah.
So you're there for the vibes and the friends and not so much the sex. I can respect that because here's
Yeah.
the thing. Because as we've established, there are three types of questions. And do you really want to be sitting there listening to someone trauma dump while you could just be hanging out with your people waiting for the
Well,
next party?
I did go to that session with Brenda, and that felt like more of a conversation. And so like
Hmm.
that felt like hanging with my friends and some new friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, I haven't known Hailing Frequencies Open all that long, so it was nice to have some time hanging out with Mike and Damian there. Like I hope we're much better friends next year. And like, but like it was a good time.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Mutual friend, mutual. It was a good time, and we also on the topic of the trauma dump. I as much as it can be sort of like heavy when that happens, it is you go to these things and you like we are all there because we are some kind of weirdo, and but the level of weirdo it can be high.
Hmm.
And also the level of you see a lot of people who have had navigate this delicately visible hardship in their lives. You see a lot of people who you don't have to spend too much time with to observe like, oh, this person has challenges in their lives that I am blessed to not have to deal with, you know, and you start to see that first the community there, but all, you know, for Star Trek itself, and then on top of that, the community really does provide such a sense of safety and comfort for all kinds of people who have had like off the beaten path kind of experiences in life.
Yeah.
You know, it was compelling.
Trek bringing us all together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Amen.
One quick thing on the topic of asking questions in panels, just to go back to the Vedic costume slightly. I did go to the DS9 panel, and Greg and I stood along the back wall while I was in the complete Vedic outfit. And it was Nana and Jeffrey Combs and Nicole Byers, Esri Dax, and I was like, I've got to ask a
Nicole
question.
DeBoer.
Nicole DeBoer. Oh my
I
God.
was like,
Nicole Byers is a
I was
queen.
I was like, why won't you date me?
That is
From-
so
from
funny.
Nailed it.
I just
was
went
like,
right with you. I was like, yep, Nicole Byers.
Don't
I was
Love
hate me
like-
her.
forever, Nicole.
I was like in my head, I was like, that's not right, but I don't know yet.
But I was like, I've got to ask a question, and I raised my hand, which when my hand was up, it was like the height of the hat, which I thought was really funny. But they called on me, and because I was in the back of the room, I think one of the people on microphone was like, "Oh my God, your costume!" And everyone turned around. There were audible gasps in the room, and then the whole room burst into a round of applause for the outfit. So, Alex, that's all for you, baby.
And you immediately said,
and then I got on the microphone, and before I even asked my question, I said the hat was made by my friend Alex Deosil Designs, DEOSIL. And then
That is right.
I had people come up to me for the rest of the convention, and they would be like, "Oh my gosh, I've been following your friend. I saw when she was working on the hat, or I just started following your friend." So I'm Alex, all the blessings to you, because my God, that hat was fabulous. Fabulous.
No, honestly, for all we know, Alex may be of the same position as Derick I don't want your fucking
I
commissions.
don't-
Leave
I
me
don't-
alone. I made
don't
it
want
for
to
my
make
friend.
anything
This is
else.
not
I
my
did
JOB.
it once. I make tarot.
Well,
Leave me be.
They do have an Etsy store. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They should
There is
look,
an
you
look her
Etsy
up on it.
store.
Right.
Ask the question and she'll tell you no if she wants to, or she'll tell you yes because she wants to as well. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we should talk about Slut Trek like in general because
Yes.
our friend Lucy is understandably exhausted right now, but she's going to record a little voice message to tell us something about her experience, which we'll probably put in right
Here.
Who wants to talk about Slut Trek?
Don't all jump. at
I'll
once.
talk about
Why?
Slut Trek since
Leigh
I
Ellen,
was
Leigh
in
Ellen,
it.
go for it.
I mean,
So
I was
she
like,
should talk about Slut
I
Trek.
keep talking so much. I feel
I
bad.
think we should. I mean, we've talked about Slut Trek a lot on this pod, but if you're listening for the first time, I feel like it bears some umbrella explanation as to what it is.
So Slut Trek is a stripping variety show love letter to Star Trek. And it was hosted by our friend Lucy Blue Skies from the pod. And this was my first time getting to meet her, which was absolutely wonderful. She had other performers that had traveled to come to the show that I had never met before, and they were wonderful. Oh my God. Madison Zane was Picard on Ryza in the Speedo with the white blouse. He was the host of the night. Well, he and Lucy Blue Skies as stripper Neelix hosted together, co-hosted. Lucy did an entire pole routine on like a stripper pole. She's been working that girl
Amazing.
has insane body strength.
Yes.
Like, oh my God. It was absolutely wonderful.
It was impressive.
She might
Yeah.
be pure muscle, actually.
I think she is pure muscle.
There's maybe not a single ounce of like fat on her, and it's just pure muscle.
It's true. And then there was oh my God, I still don't have everyone's names.
Jessica Lee Scary is the hula hoop artist.
Hula hoop as Tindy, all completely green, full body green down to the pasties that covered just barely her nipples, like wild body paint.
She had paint like all up everywhere. Like
I think she was wearing a thong.
She went into a bathtub of green paint and then came out and said, "I am complete," and then finished off the amazing.
Point worth noting, one of the drag queens, Logan Stone, had a beautifully done tendy, but looking at her, I kept thinking, I was like, I don't think you did the same paint job downstairs that Jessica Lee Scary did.
Yeah, I don't think yours is going below the neck, my friend. There was Andy Van Dyke, who was another singer who sang right after me. And I was like, I was not, oh my God, it was so good. She was an Andorian.
Mm-hmm.
And she did, it was like operatic and then on into, like she changed styles.
It was like into
midway
like
through
a
the song.
pop rock kind of. Yeah, it was great. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the videos. I was also in a half trance at just how good this show was. I was expecting it to be good, but I was just blown away by how amazing everyone was.
Yeah,
Nicholas
went Stabitha
Christie,
which is like one of the best drag names ever.
So
and
good.
Our friend Nicholas Lore. Can we talk about the
stapling.
Oh my God.
Body stapling.
So Nicholas does
please.
a variety of different acts, drag king, burlesque, and also sideshow. And so he does body stapling, which is exactly what it sounds like. He has a staple gun and he will staple things like flowers or post-it notes or other things to his cheeks, to his legs,
to his titties.
All four cheeks.
Yep.
Is this an industrial state? Like not like a staple,
gun.
like
it's a staple gun.
The big silver one where you've got
it's bedazzled.
It's one where it has like an actual you have to grip it to do it. Yeah.
Those are long staples.
They are.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
the
They're not like
sideshow.
the super thick ones.
No,
Yeah.
but
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
listen. Oh, they're not this. That's like saying it's a staple gun. Okay,
It's a staple gun. Yes.
What are we
It is a
talking
staple gun.
about? You're a little. Oh, they're not the long. It's not like you're going to have acupuncture where it's like a thin little like hair-like needle. It's a staple that they're putting into their body.
It was shocking enough. Again, like we've known Nick long enough that we know that this is part of what he does. So we were prepared for it, but it was shocking enough to basically the rest of the audience. I think that multiple people were like, "Was that real?"
There was one guy in the audience.
Real?
There was one guy in the audience who was looking over at me like he couldn't watch it, and he was like averting his gaze, and he was looking at me, and like we made eye contact, and he had like this questioning look on his face, and like I was like, I don't think I've seen him do this before, but I've seen someone else do it, so like I've seen this before. And I'm like, it's a thing that exists and it's not my thing, but like, whatever, I guess some people find it entertaining.
I loved it.
So this guy looks over at me and I'm just like, I just kind of shrug. And he was like, oh.
Okay, back. Sure, thanks. He was asking you a question and you were like, I don't know. And he was like, okay, I don't know either then. You gave him something.
It's like
it felt like he needed that.
He needed somebody just to be like, it's okay, but I don't really know either. So you're fine.
When that video comes out, you'll be able to hear two things: the click of the stapler
Yes.
and people going, and the audience reaction to
Right.
it.
It was shocking, and then afterwards, I was like, really, I found it refreshing because there's so little of that circus sideshow culture that still exists, you know, and the burlesque world is where it has continued to find a home. That I was like, I don't know, I was like, I felt lucky, like, oh, we got to see like a real, like a real performance, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it was so cool.
The sinus trick.
Oh yeah. With
so the sinus trick is. Have you ever been to the Coney Island sideshow?
No, I'm not going to see. No, okay. I've not. But I know Carnival, and I know.
So the big trick that everyone who ringmasters the sideshow does, the MC is nailing a nail into the sinus into the empty space there. So he did that with a little umbrella.
Yeah,
a little drink umbrella because it was Riza.
It had to have been
fascinating.
It had to have been like the most incredible and like different show that's ever been done at a convention ever.
Yeah,
like, and it was just so well produced. Like Lucy takes her shit so seriously, and it was just wonderful.
I mean, we learned that when Damian went on his away mission and actually went to Slut Trek and came back and was like, y'all have no fucking idea how amazing this shit was. Like, and we were like, okay. And like watching the video, so that when Lucy said that she was coming to Trek Long Island, I said, oh, these people are not prepared for the level
they were not
professionalism and variety and skill that every single person who's a part of it. Like, I knew that it was going to be a highlight, and I felt bad for anybody that chose to go somewhere else and not come see her, because having talked to her multiple times, I knew that it was going to be beyond.
Well, and you know, it's like there was so much of this con, right? They, you know, and God bless. I mean, we're in a place where people are not allowed to talk about diversity. Like you know, we're in a First Amendment struggle. I mean, it's a terrible time for a lot of this stuff. But a lot of this con was sitting around and talking about diversity, and this, you know, I felt like that show was like the pinnacle of the IDIC experience, that it was not just like a diversity thing, but that people, it's the infinite diversity, yes, in infinite combinations, so that diverse people come in infinite ways. And I talked about this when I first went to Boston to see it. Like my like sheltered cis white self was sitting there trying to like decode people's gender stories as a human and as a performer, and which was what. And you know what? I literally had to tell myself, stop that. you are missing the point. Like this is about, it doesn't matter actually the journey of how these people got here. Like this is where they are now. Like this is what they're presenting. Like accept them in this moment as whatever they are giving you and be moved by it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
Oh,
Very cool.
fucking
Really cool.
Lucy. That's awesome. Okay. Pivoting away from the things that we've seen, experienced, what was the best purchase? Did we purchase anything? Any
Easy
merch?
earrings.
Same.
Okay, so we got some earrings.
They're
but
purple.
audio
They're
medium,
purple
describe
glass
your earrings.
deltas. They're purple glass Star Trek deltas.
They're great.
Oh,
And I
they're
bought
awesome.
a rainbow version of those glass ones, but I'm currently wearing Felix's 3D printed ones. He was there last year. He's friends with Logan Stone and Demanda Martini and travels around with them. But I bought the earrings last year and I was like, I need bigger ones. And so he had some bigger ones that he makes mostly for Demanda Martini. But I was like, I need those.
He also had some TARDIS earrings. So
Ooh, did you get them?
I now have the TARDISes.
That's awesome. I feel like he should do maybe like a Dalek.
He does Daleks too.
I need to pull up his Instagram so we can shout him out.
He actually gave me an extra Dalek that wasn't an earring yet. So like I have one little Dalek.
Just there. That's all you need. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That would be
While
cute.
we're pulling up his Instagram, the favorite thing that I purchased was from Stephanie. Oh my God! And now I'm stumbling over her last name because we were talking about how other people mispronounce it. Yes.
Stephanie Chakowski, Lieutenant Tavine from Star Trek Picard.
Yes. So
friend of the pod.
And listen, it's a good one.
It is
her
a good
table.
one.
Yeah, it is a great one. She was doing, autographs and stuff, but she had this, someone had created a Lego, like a little Lego of Tavine. And there was a limited number of them made. So it was like this little pouch with all the parts. And I bought that from her and she autographed it. So I haven't put her together yet, but she's going to be on display in my room or in the guest room that I record in here soon. So that was my favorite.
And the earring maker is 3D Infinity DC on Instagram.
Thank you.
Ooh,
yes.
Okay. Derick, did we buy anything?
But nothing.
He said I didn't spend no money
You didn't
on
buy
this.
anything?
Not a thing. Not a thing.
There's nothing
In fact,
that tickled your
you
fancy.
lost your friend of Garrick pen. Like
I did.
You
I did.
came back with less merch.
But I ordered another one, so it's
good.
on its way.
I love that that's like a friend of Dorothy, friend of Garrick. That's great. That's fucking hilarious. That's perfect.
There's a
Sonyl,
whole
what'd you
t-shirt
buy?
and everything.
What'd you spend your money on?
My favorite purchase was actually, aside from the Highland Cottage candles, which I always get a refill of them from Martha when we go there. Sci-Fi Sisters, black t-shirt, Star Trek, making bigots uncomfortable since 1966.
Yeah,
I bought it too.
That t-shirt is
I'm gonna wear the
fire.
hell out of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I should have bought
awesome.
one of those.
This is a very basic answer, but there was someone selling like an enamel instead of 3D printed like Pride Starfleet badges. So I got myself like a lesbian flag Starfleet
Awesome.
badge pin,
I
which
saw
I'm
those.
very happy with.
Yeah, don't down your purchase. Hey, you wanted it, you saw it, made you happy.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, listen, I love it. It is a basic purchase, but I love
Is
it.
it basic? I mean, I don't feel like, and nothing's really basic. Like, it's all very specific to each of you. I get it. And no, were the fan set people not there? Did
They
that
were
have any-
not.
They were not there.
And I did not see anything moopsy, or I probably would have been like, hey, do you have this already?
Oh my God, I need more Moopsy.
You know that if
And,
the fans that people were there, I would have lectured them on your behalf
Thank
about
you.
all
And,
the products that they need to make.
Moopsy, Merv, and all of
They don't make a
their-
Moopsy? Shocking.
No, they do.
They do-
I
no.
bought her one.
Mhm,
Oh,
he's in a little
okay.
Moopsy's in a package and like a little present.
Oh, right. Got it.
But
you
I
know,
want
actually, Randomly, Sci-Fi Sisters told me that Fansets makes their enamel pins.
Oh,
So, hold on, I have one right
Interessante.
here. They're actually really, really good. And somehow, if I could open the little bag, I'll show you. They're just really, really awesome.
yeah,
So
that's really good
Yeah.
quality.
somehow they maybe they do like I don't know. Anyway, the end.
Commissions? Oh no,
Well,
no,
Yeah,
no,
commissions.
no.
That's what I'm looking for.
That's
maybe
awesome.
we need to make HFO enamel pins.
Ooh.
I feel like we do.
Ooh.
Fine.
We need to get
HFO
permission
merch.
from that lady in Sweden whose
Yes.
artwork we love.
I know a
But
really
Yeah.
good designer too that I keep renting out for free. His name is Sonyl.
I have done enamel pins.
Okay. Okay. Was there anything surprising that you weren't expecting at the con?
This wasn't in the email, so I didn't prep for it.
You're not prepared.
You can't prepare for my random questions.
I
Anything
think there's a
surprising?
part of me. I'm so used to like large anime and like comic cons and like not fandom specific conventions, right? So like going to something that's fandom specific is a much newer experience for me, and it's a much smaller convention, like physically, both in terms of space and the number of people who were there.
Mhm.
So I think the thing that surprised me the most was actually how many people were there at times, and like how crowded Sonyl and I tried to get to the DS9 panel that Leigh Ellen and Greg were at, where everyone gasped at
It was packed.
her win, and we opened the door. The two of them got there. You said you got there like 15 minutes beforehand, and you were already on the wall. And so like Sonyl and I opened the door, and we immediately closed the door and went to the vendors hall.
Got
Like we were like, nope, and that's fine.
Okay.
I think it's, I don't know that it's surprising, but this is 2 cons in a row. The Deep Space Nine panel is the fullest.
Interesting.
The biggest draw,
everybody's
I wasn't at
favorite
the Strange New
kids.
Worlds one, but I don't, so to compare, but this Deep Space Nine has been standing room only.
Well, I think it's also because Nana was the big headliner at this one.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think that really helped with that.
And she behaved like a headliner. Like she was such a good, do you know what I mean? Like she brought that. She had,
the gravitas of it all.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I was surprised that the electricity stayed on the whole time and there were no fire alarms.
I remember that. I wasn't going to bring that up because that seemed like very traumatic to use that word, in this way, like, very lightly, but it seemed like last year there was a lot. So I didn't want to rehash that. I was like, we're on a good note.
I think the hotel was better this year, but I wouldn't say they were perfect. I mean,
no.
Leigh Ellen and I went to the Luau, and it took 45 minutes for us to get a drink at the bar.
We waited in line for 45 minutes. And and I'm a service person. So I was like, oh, there's a manager here. And I was like, hey, manager, there was one bartender for this whole luau that everybody paid tickets to go like sit with
Like
the celebrity.
$50. Yeah.
$100.
No,
$100.
$100. And so people were waiting in line at this thing where they paid tickets to then pay for cash drinks at the cash bar for 45 minutes. And it wasn't anything Trek Long Island could have done. Like it was the management of the hotel
that was
itself.
the hotel.
Yeah, it was wild.
So they didn't schedule the appropriate people for the room.
Yeah.
No, in fact, this is an ongoing thing with hotels in general that host these conventions, that I have yet to be at one of these where the hotel, it seems like they have any awareness that they're hosting a major convention, staffing up the bar, like having the restaurant able to turn around orders in under 45 minutes. I think Mike and I think we have learned our lesson about talking badly about people on this podcast, but I'm just going to go ahead and say at the D&I Con 2 years ago, we paid $100 to go to a similar event that came with dinner. Yeah. And then when we got up to the buffet, there was no food at the buffet, and there was nothing done to like make good on the fact that we spent $100. to eat that food.
Yeah.
It was like there
You
was a
know?
carving station that had food on it, but by the time we got up to it in the line, it was empty. And I was like, "Oh, are they bringing more?" And it was like, "No, they just took the carving station away." Anyway,
That's
that
wild.
was
This
So I'm
one, they
like,
had enough food, so at least there was that. Like,
That's
and
good.
the entertainment was incredible. That was where we got to see Lawrence perform, and Kat from Cosplay Cabaret had written some new parody songs literally 2 days prior and sang those at the event. And everything that the convention did was wonderful, but that hotel is just
and we did watch
Understood.
Bonnie Gordon sing from up on the balcony. There's a
oh
balcony
cute.
in
That's
the
really
restaurant that looks
sweet.
down on the luau, so we watched her sing, and she's great.
How
I had to leave
was
by that time.
how was our friend of the pods reading?
Oh, Matt Jennings. It was great.
great.
Hilarious.
It was very
so
funny.
good.
It's a funny episode.
It is.
I'm actually surprised that the jokes landed as well as they did because half of the actors were on Zoom, and it's really hard to make comedy work without timing.
Yeah.
And you can't do the timing online without like major rehearsal and like practice. And so like I was actually really impressed that it was as funny as it was because I go to a lot of readings and most of them you don't get a reaction like that out of the audience.
Wow.
Right. Well, because most of them are like kind of cold. You know what I mean? Like maybe they've read it through one time, but probably not. We didn't know. We had not. And also, I had a moment where I sat down and I was looking at the cast list and I was like, "There's not that many people here." And then I was like, "Oh, they're zooming." Like that's like how well rehearsed I was. I played a character named Alec Felching, and actually, worth noting, this was the 1701 Blurred story, starring Derick.
Yes.
Derick was the
Can you talk about this,
narrator
Derick?
giving all the
I was-
stage description.
I love
That
how
was
he
stage
wasn't going to say
directions.
anything.
He wasn't going to say anything, but now
Like,
I'm
what is
making him.
happening? That is right.
I was stage directions and I was an anchorman, so I played a part and I read every description of everything that was going on every page.
So
Amazing.
95% of the words.
It was the Derek show, but it was fun.
Using that theater background.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, it was really great. I can't wait to see it fully produced.
Yeah.
And like see it on film. Yeah.
Did anyone have any favorite cosplay that they saw that they want to
Aside from
acknowledge?
Leigh Ellen, we all know that she's the favorite.
Yes, we've
Demanda-
covered. Yes.
Demanda Martini as the crystalline entity.
Yes.
Can
Really?
we talk about it?
Yes.
Oh
Someone have a
my
picture? What's going on?
God.
Yes,
I'm finding
all
it.
over
I'm finding
Instagram.
it.
I'll
I
send
mean,
it to
open
you.
your Instagram, girl.
The things that are on my Instagram are Nicks, and more Nicks, okay?
Oh.
Like, that is what I'm living in right now.
Nick actually got
53 years.
a really funny photo with her in like a prom pose of the two of them, like back to like her back to his chest, like in the classic and Nick's I think maybe 5'1". Like
Yeah.
the man is quite tall and Nick is quite
Yes.
short. So it's a great photo of the two of them.
I took a picture with her as we were supposed to be like the two villains, but I couldn't stop smiling. So we're just smiling villains.
Those are the best kind of villains.
And Demanda was definitely in this costume at the end of our panel at 11 a.m. when she arrived, and she was in that costume. I'm talking a silver face paint, like glued on eyebrow jewelry. Like she was in hard makeup and like a prop that like I don't know how she got to the door. And
Yeah.
it was the reading ended at 11, so she was in that costume for over 12 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Commitment.
I will say, outside of the like entertainment, like specific guests who really dressed up, I think the most impressive one I saw, actually, it was the one half of the couple who ran the booth where I got the lesbian Starfleet badge, but she was a professional fursuiter, and she had a Cation.
Oh yeah, I saw her.
Yes.
Like
Kitty
a fully-
cat.
Professional fursuiter.
The kitty cat head.
Yeah. So
Oh,
she
yeah.
had. So she does like she makes fursuits.
For furry.
Like,
That was
For
homemade.
furries.
Yeah.
She
that was-
she had it
yeah,
made
she
that. When Greg and I talked to her, she said she
Oh.
had special ordered it from
Okay.
Oh.
somewhere in Tokyo, and that it was like a secondhand, but it was like made by someone. It was handmade by someone, and she had ordered it. Yeah,
but she also,
Still.
she. I was talking to her, and she also makes it anyway. So she was like, again, fully like fursuit Cation, and it looked really good. It must have been so hot.
There was another cosplay that I saw. The game from Next Generations that like hypnotizes everyone. Like somebody was wearing one of those.
Right, he was like Riker in a bathrobe, strung out looking, addicted to the game is what it was. And I've seen him do that costume at other cons before, and it's really good.
It was
and it was battery powered. The little cones like moved.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, too good. Too good.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here's my final random question. What do you think, what do you want to see next year? Right? Like what can be better for your experience next year? Whether it be a different session, a different type of session, whether it be a different type of party, location.
Well, they did announce a new hotel today on social media. So praise. I didn't watch the whole video, but it's quite literally a video of them taking this beautiful elevator in the Sheraton because the elevators were such a nightmare at this one. So, I mean, it's already going to be an improved experience for everyone just in the location change, I think.
Okay, so we'll put the location change on the side. We know that's happening. So is there anything else that would make next year's con better for you?
There's one thing that people never do at cons that always makes me angry. No one actually stands up and says, "Con!"
I hate you.
Oh my God.
I hate him so much.
God.
And do you see why we say he's dry? Do we see why we don't let him talk? This is why. Listeners, this is what we have to deal with. Dad jokes. My God.
Just for you, Lanita.
Thank you, Sonyl.
I do think that one growing pain that TLI has improved on, but I would love to see more in this direction, is just like figuring out scheduling things. Like there's a lot of content that, like, this is to TLI's credit, is that they get a lot of content in there to appeal to a lot of different people. But it does mean that a lot of the things that are like sort of like headlining like particularly at night, like with the entertainers that overlap, and so people can't always like go to all of those things. And there's just like, you know, for example, one of the things that like struck me as oddest in terms of the scheduling was that Slut Trek was before Matt Jennings' reading of Blurred. Like, you know, you would think that the burlesque show would be the last thing of the evening, for example, but
that might have been because of the schedule of the actors on the West Coast, but I don't know for sure.
Oh, that
I thought about that
makes
during the
sense.
thing. I was like, that could be why.
That makes
But it was a
sense.
weird time for it.
It was also during the Knicks game, so we missed that whole situation, Lanita.
Yeah, we sure did.
Darn.
And
we sure did, which was definitely like
the
most mixing of celebrity and fan in the same.
I know. Listen, it was funny. Bonnie, I think, posted where it's like they're all in the bar or the like
the bar area
for the restaurant, and I see like Knicks jerseys and then also like Star Trek stuff and like folks in corners, and I'm like, see what I'm saying? Like, just like Star Trek, the Knicks have brought New York together.
Yeah,
like
that's
all
nice.
of
Oh, it's true. It's true. Yeah, I just want to, you know, when and what Audrey said was absolutely correct about that. Like, I was very much, you know, Slut Trek felt like the beginning of a party, and then we were in this sort of party vibe, and then kind of had to like dial it back. So I was like, I had already had a few drinks, and I had to like read a part, you know, like, I mean, sorry, Matt. Like, that would have been like a dinner time, afternoon kind of.
Yeah.
There were a lot of those. And I think that they scheduled too many acts in ways that competed with one another.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like I think that there's a huge audience at that drag show that I think would have really loved Slut Trek.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Yeah, it was two big performance things at the same time was hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay, finish names on. What were you going to say? The food trucks?
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
last
that was
year there was a lot of like there was a real food crisis last year because there was a fire, the restaurant shut down, and even when the restaurant was running, it wasn't able to like actually feed any number of people. So they and apparently they tried to get food trucks in the past, but the hotel wouldn't let them.
Oh, permit wise, they didn't want to lose money.
I mean,
at
the hotel
bar.
can just say yes or no whether they want a food truck on their property. And clearly the hotel couldn't keep up with the demands of feeding a population of any size.
How many people were there? Like, that's the one.
You know, I couldn't tell you. We speculated on this last time, and Stephanie gave us the number, and we were so far off that I don't know that it's worth it. It felt full though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like if they, if they strike a deal with this new hotel that would allow them to have a variety of food trucks outside, and that, by the way, includes breakfast, because I'm a person who, especially if we've had a drink the night before, I want an egg and cheese.
He also would love some peanut butter and banana in an oatmeal situation. Got to get your protein in.
They had oatmeal too. They called it Jamaican porridge, but she was like, "Yeah, oatmeal." It was a Jamaican
porridge. Oh, but it wasn't cornmeal porridge. It was
I think that was what they were supposed to have, but they didn't have that. They only had oatmeal that day. But everything was good. The food trucks were great.
Okay.
But I will say that hotel is truly in the middle of nowhere. There is nothing around.
It's a food desert.
If you don't bring food yourself,
you're not gonna have any.
Then or like order in, but like you have to make sure that people deliver.
We did keep to our tradition, however, and I got everybody to a Chili's.
We sure did.
Don't you worry, Lanita. I took everybody to Chili's.
Amazing.
My first time in an actual Chili's as opposed to a Chili's to go at an airport.
Wow.
Hilarious. I do have to ask one I said it was my last question, but you all did not talk about the party. You did not talk about the party that you hosted. You did not talk about
the HFO party.
The fabulous beverages that you curated. And
we got
crafted.
Security called on us.
We sure did.
Yeah,
we sure did.
Yeah.
So
good job, team. I'm so proud of you.
I made a Klingon punch, a Klingon blood wine punch, which was really just like a red punch that had cherry hearing in it that Audrey recognized and knew, which I felt seen. And then we had a Earl Grey martini, a gin martini with Earl Grey. And I feel like Sonyl and I, and maybe, was it Matt Harker? I think we put away a lot of that in a way that I blame whoever made that, which I guess was me.
Correct. And it was delicious and it hit hard, and you were the one that kept refilling everyone's
well, because I
Damian
bought 5
was a
bottles
pusher.
of booze. I wanted to get rid of it.
He was a pusher. He was getting everyone wasted.
One of the reasons it hit hard was because Damian had the only functioning fridge in the entire hotel, and both bottles of seltzer froze solid in there, so there was nothing to mix or dilute these drinks with the entire time.
Yes, and the party did get really loud, and then and after security came, Leigh Ellen went around and said, "All of the drag queens need to leave. If you're a drag queen at this party."
But it was Demanda was like, "I know I'm loud. Bye."
And then they left, and I was like, I did not mean to kick out the drag queens. No.
Well, no, the party needed to be like cut in half. It was.
How many people showed up?
Not that many. It's
like
a small hotel room.
17, maybe.
I was gonna say maybe like 20 at the
in a hotel.
End.
Okay,
in a teeny little room. Yeah.
Also, I want to name check. We met Zyla Trex. Zyla, who was in the pod in a couple weeks. She was delightful. And we're going to talk to her soon about herself and have an episode with her. But she was a new friend who just jumped right on and was just That's the one thing that I want to say about the con too, is how many people are just willing to go from zero to friend right away.
Yeah.
In a sincere way.
Because you have a starting point.
Yeah.
You're like, hey,
Yep.
you like a thing I like in a real way because you're here at this thing that you had to come to. So we may have some common ground after the fact.
Zyla and Derick were my two Instagram fangirl meet and greets that I had. I ran right up to Derick and I was like, "You're making it so. I love you."
Lots of hugs.
All right, that's all I got as the audience member who was not present, knew some behind the scenes, but also didn't know enough to be able to.
So my question for the audience is, when in your life ever will you go to another con? What will it take? What will it take is the question.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't avoid the con for look. I love Mike Jones's face. If everyone could see that, but they can't because we're in speaker mode when we do these things, which is perfect. But like, I don't avoid the con because I don't want to go. It's just that I have sometimes other responsibilities that prevent me. Like, you all are living single, child-free, responsibility-free.
You have a
lives.
dictator.
I have a dictator, and sometimes he takes precedence. So in this instance, he was going to take precedence, but then the +1 took precedence. And with the +1 being in Memphis, y'all already know, +1's coming home. You're not going to see me. You're not going to see me. It's just what it is. But but Mike Jones did send the invite for next year's dates. So I'm going.
I did.
Well, there's also the Trek New Jersey is moving, we think, to Philadelphia in November.
Yeah, there's a creation convention in Philly.
Yeah, but in November when? Because the place that we work for.
As though I can also go to that. I can't.
I'm already begging to have off for the double-digit dictator milestone birthday. So that'll be the only thing I'm doing in November. But here's the thing. It's June of next year. I have like a year to plan to be like, old lady, whisk off with the dictator. Good luck and Godspeed. It was also his last day of school, so I could.
Well, Lanita, a year off, we can do our cosplay that will offend everybody.
Yes. Oh, we could.
Yeah. So I'm going to describe it really quick for people who haven't heard this from us yet.
Yeah.
She's going to get her Jerry curl and her
face.
pink ruched.
Correct.
And her spiked fist. And I am going to humbly maybe ask to borrow that costume again and put on a bandana.
That is
no
correct.
pressure, Derick. No pressure.
And we're going to be code of honor.
We are going to be code of honor. That's going to be one day. And then I feel like day 2, I need to then be Armis. And then I feel like day 3, or like in the nighttime, I feel like since Leigh Ellen got a hat made, I can convince Alex to make me a Guinan hat, and I will have a full situation. Convince the old lady to literally make me a purple Guinan situation.
This is happening.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Because if I'm going to do it, then I'm going to, go balls to the wall.
Yeah.
There's a member.
We need to figure out.
Yes.
There's a member of the New York away team that does Guinan. Like, she looks great. She was at the Cyclones game late, but she was there a few weeks ago. Yeah, and she was at the con again this weekend. So
everyone does the purple Guinan, right? But there were some real sort of off the beaten path like looks that maybe appeared only once. Like she was like in a bright sort of marigold at one point.
Yeah.
Purple really is the best color.
Purple is. Listen, Greg, did you not notice behind me this purple wall? Like, number one, I mean, like this is the +1's office, so it's literally all this beautiful purple.
I love it.
It is truly, aside from black, it is my favorite color. It's like cerulean, black, purple. Those are my jams. But anyway,
I also want to add that when my own +1, that when he was like watching the plans develop, and he can be the most earnestly sweet human, and he was watching all the preparations happen, and then sort of started processing that Mike and I were going to be there without Lanita, and he looked at me and his eyes got real big, and he's like, do I need to go to New Jersey to babysit the dictator so that she can go?
Aww.
I was like, you know what? I am 97% sure that it is more complicated than that, but I'm gonna let her know that you put that out in the universe.
Yeah.
And it's the sweetest offer ever.
Well, he's good
And
people.
good people. And he would come back and be like, "This is why we don't have kids."
He
'Cause he
does
is
that
the
every time
sweetest.
he babysits, so it's
He
true.
is
Yeah.
the sweetest. I have the sweetest child, but he is energy beyond the energy. But it's not about children. It is about Star Trek. And I'm glad that you all had a great time at the con. And thanks for
Yeah.
joining us. Mike Jones, do the outro. I'm not even going to bird walk. And if you notice, well, yes, I am. When you said the stapling situation, what came to my head was Owen Hunt in Grey's Anatomy stapling his leg together from getting
my God.
with no anesthetic. I was like, oh, so this performer is Owen Hunt. Amazing. There
This
you go.
Grey's Anatomy moment brought to you
Here you
by.
buy. I think there should be a bingo. I feel like we should create a bingo card, and you should take a shot for every time we mention this thing. I think that should be our new.
We need a Grey's Anatomy theme song stinger or something when this happens to play.
Well, you know that
bonus content.
When we did a review for our friend Samuel Cockings in the UK, the fan film guy, he quickly edited it and he sent us a lovely note back, and he's like, I did edit out some of your show's canon, all the bullshit that we repeat endlessly. Yeah.
Womp, womp, womp. Well, I just got a message from Samuel saying that he joined our Discord. So, listeners, go join our Discord because you can be a part of the conversation. We want to talk to you. We want to create community. Please like and review us everywhere you get your pod. All of that stuff. We're at Hailing Freak Open on all of the socials. And I would love to thank our panel of guests today. This was the best panel of the con. It happened the day after, right here on Zoom. Thank you all. I love you. And with that, I will say, Hailing Frequencies closed.
No goodbyes. Just good memories. Hailing Frequencies closed, sir.